Frank, you set up a church in Kibera about 2 years ago. How did that come about?
This started as a home cell here in Kibera. We were just a bunch of a few people, college students who are without money in their pockets, but we had a lot of love in our heart, and so we thought, yeah, we give it a go. We just obey God's command. So we started as a home church, and it was just started a few yards away from where we are standing here.
And it became a fully fledged church.
It became a fully fledged church. Yeah, it drew interest, the community's interest, and also we started working with the community initially. So this way we found the community's needs, and we kept on meeting them.
But then very recently, you started a new ministry. How did that come about?
This came about just by the prompting of the Lord in my heart. I believe it was so obvious to me. I don't know how to say it, but there was chaos, after the much disputed elections on December 2007. And everything in Kibera was brought on the spotlight. You could see that there was a need. People were rioting, but the message was not coming across. So to me, I just thought that they needed Jesus more, and that will help them to bring the message across.
So you came across a little distance and basically started a new church.
So yeah, we came across, and we started developing friendship with some relationships with some of the key figures that we were seeing on the newspapers and on the news, on the television. And these were the leaders of the groups. So we started praying for them and developing relationships with them, and bit by bit they started rolling in. I can remember one of their leaders came in my office one Sunday after a service, and he was just confessing that he is done with the gang life and he wants to follow Jesus. So I thought, there is no way Jesus will cast this one out. He has come to him, and yeah, right there we led him to Jesus. And we kept on developing relationship with him, and he introduced us to some of the leaders also in the group. And yeah, we kept on just sharing God's message and talking about issues also in our community and how God will solve them, or how the Bible will address those issues. So that's how the fellowship started.
So the people who come to this church here are different people from the ones who come to your other church?
They are totally different. Yeah, the people who come to this church, once, like when I felt the urge, full blown in me to reach them out, I thought that, the first thing I should do is to bring them to our church in the other side of Raila. And I think this was a mistake. As soon as they entered my church was emptied, and people ran into the office, and they started saying that these are those guys. They call them Siafu or ants and all those names. These are them, actually. They are here with us. But with God's wisdom, we've been working with partners here in Kibera, and we've been brainstorming, and we decided that, yeah, we should just continue meeting these young people in their places where they hang out. And these are the places where they do business, like they cut hair, barber shops, and they shine shoes, shoe shining and water vending. And we thought that maybe we just meet them at their most natural place, where nobody will stigmatize them or discriminate them, and they will also feel comfortable to worship God. And we've been doing our intensive, discipleship intensive ministry in this kind of setups. So we've been meeting them in the hangout joints.
I can imagine many people thinking, why would those bad guys want to come to your church?
I believe that God loves them. God loves this bunch, these gangs that people look at and they freak out. But they don't freak Jesus. They don't freak God, God knows them, He created them, He knew them, He knows them by their names. And he was just calling us with our naivety just to extend that love to them. And I tell you what, these kids have been dying and hungry for love, and they're responding positively towards God's love.